We are raised on a dangerous lie. We are told that if we work hard, show our talent, and outperform everyone else, we will be rewarded. We are told that meritocracy is real, that the cream rises to the top. But in the corridors of power, merit is a threat.
When you display your brilliance too brightly, you do not inspire your superiors, you terrify them. You trigger their deepest insecurity, the fear that they are being replaced. And a terrified master is a dangerous master. They will not fire you for being incompetent, they will fire you for being too competent.
Robert Greene, the modern Machiavelli, placed this rule at the very top of his 48 laws of power for a reason. It is the most common mistake made by the ambitious. Law 1. Never outshine the master. Always make those above you feel comfortably superior. In your desire to please or impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite, inspire fear and insecurity. In this dossier, we will deconstruct the tragedy of Nicolas Fouquet. We will analyze the psychology of the fragile ego, and we will teach you the Galileo Strategy, how to hide your light so that you can survive long enough to take the throne. Welcome to Umbra Decode. Dim your light or face the dark.
The year is 1661, France. Nicolas Fouquet is the finance minister to King Louis XIV. Fouquet is brilliant, handsome, and incredibly wealthy. The king, however, is young, insecure, and struggling to assert his authority. Fouquet wants to impress the king. He wants to show his loyalty. So he throws the most lavish party the world has ever seen at his private chateau. The party is a masterpiece. There are fireworks, new plays by Molière, and a 7-course banquet on gold plates. Fouquet thinks he is honoring the king. But the king looks around and thinks, how can a minister afford this? He is richer than I am. He is more tasteful than I am. He is outshining me. The king does not feel honored. He feels humiliated. 3 weeks later, Fouquet was not promoted. He was arrested. The king accused him of embezzlement. Fouquet spent the remaining 20 years of his life in a dark, isolated prison cell. His wife was exiled. His wealth was seized. His crime was not theft. His crime was having better taste than the king.
This is the lesson. You cannot use logic to appeal to an insecure ego. Fouquet thought his talent would save him, but in the presence of an insecure master, talent is an insult. When you show off, you are holding a mirror up to your boss's inadequacy, and they will break the mirror to stop looking at it.
Why does this happen? To hold power is to be paranoid. The person at the top is constantly watching for the person coming up from the bottom. Most leaders suffer from imposter syndrome. They know deep down that they are lucky to be there. When you, the young, hungry, talented subordinate, walk into the room with a better idea, you trigger a narcissistic injury. Let's look at a modern example. You are in a meeting. Your boss makes a mistake in the data. You, trying to be helpful, speak up. Actually, the projection is 15%, not 10%. You think you are saving the company money, but what the boss hears is, I am smarter than you. You are incompetent. You have humiliated them in front of the tribe. They might smile and say thanks for the catch, but they have marked you. From that day forward, your projects will be stalled, your budget will be cut, you will be labeled difficult to work with. You outshone the master, and now you must be extinguished. Power is about optics. The master must appear to be the source of all wisdom and light. If you shine too bright, you block their sun. You create a shadow. And nobody wants to live in the shadow of their subordinate. So, must you be stupid? Must you hide your talent and be mediocre? No, that is also dangerous. If you are incompetent, you will be fired. The solution is strategic attribution. You must be brilliant, but you must attribute your brilliance to the master. Look at Galileo Galilei. When he discovered the 4 moons of Jupiter, he could have named them after himself. He could have claimed total credit. Instead, he named them the Medicean stars, after the Medici family, his patrons. He told the Duke, "These stars represent your family's glory. Just as the moons orbit Jupiter, the world orbits the Medicis." The Duke was thrilled. He didn't feel threatened by Galileo's genius because Galileo used his genius to make the Duke look bigger. Galileo was promoted. He became the official court philosopher. He survived because he made his master shine. How do you do this in 2025? If you have a brilliant idea, bring it to your boss in private. Say, "I was thinking about that comment you made last week, and it gave me this idea." Attribute the seed of the genius to them. Then let them present it to the board. Yes, it hurts your ego, you want the credit, but ask yourself, do you want the credit or do you want the power? Credit pays the ego, power pays the rent. Another tool is strategic incompetence. Sometimes it is wise to pretend to be less perfect than you are. If you are perfect, you are alien, you are annoying. But if you have small flaws, you are human. Occasionally, ask your master for help with something you already know the answer to. "I'm struggling with the tone of this email. Could you take a look? You're better at phrasing these things than I am." This validates their expertise. It makes them feel like a mentor. A mentor will never destroy his student because the student's success is a reflection of the mentor's teaching. By asking for help, you turn a rival into a protector. Law 1 is not about submission. It is about timing. You are not dimming your light forever. You are dimming it until the moment is right. Wait until the master is weak. Wait until you have secured your own power base. Or wait until you have moved to a new position where you are the master. But as long as you are the moon, do not try to be the sun. Reflect their light, feed their ego, keep your head down. And while they are busy admiring themselves in the mirror you are holding, you can quietly take the keys to the kingdom. For the other 47 laws of power, subscribe to Umbra Decode. We play the long game.